Well, we're here. It's episode 95.
Da, 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 da.
It's a girls' day.
It's a huge girls' day.
Yeah. And it's a huge win for
Girls.
the AWSF family. Why?
Why?
Because you and Ollie,
Oh, big win. Big
you
win.
guys, they were fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Not only were we fine, we were on good terms.
he went over to her. She was petting him.
Mm-hmm.
She fed him apples.
Mm-hmm.
He was wagging his tail.
Yeah.
He approached her.
He came to me.
He was licking her hand.
Okay. A little bit.
He gave you one or two licks
Yeah.
on the hand. You said, oh my God. I'm
I
getting
know.
licked."
I know.
So we've decided it's Alex's energy.
It's Alex.
It's Alex.
Let's put it on him.
Yeah.
Can anyone hear Ollie right now? Or is it just us?
They might. He's just a little,
He
he
loves me
wants a
from
voice.
afar.
No, he's not barking at you.
Oh, you don't think?
No, he's barking at animals.
Could be coyotes,
Birds, coyotes.
owls.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's also a big one because there's only girls sitting at the table.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it feels good.
Hi, everyone.
We're not gonna devolve
happened?
into what happened, but
It feels good.
it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good. Oliver, I love you so much, but I need you to stop barking. It's not going to make great for the audio listeners.
Yeah, mommy's working.
Ew.
Is mommy? Can we take back
Yeah,
mommy?
is mommy as bad as daddy?
No.
Why? Why is that?
Because like no one uses.
Mommy in the
mommy-
bedroom?
No one's like mommy, except for Bad Bunny.
Mommy, Boppy.
Oh, I guess, but not like I feel like mommy's not sexual.
You never know what people do.
No, that's true. You never know.
You
But
never know.
I'd like to think that. I don't know. Can someone say mommy like really sexually? Like, could you like mommy? I don't know.
I mean, anything can be sexual.
I know. I'm talking to the wrong person. I know that you can make anything sexual. I know. That's what a sex symbol does.
But yes, he listened. He listened for now. We should be good.
I know.
Yeah, this is so one, it's all ladies.
Yeah.
2, we have like no topics.
I know. It's going to be raw.
Yeah. 3, Sarah, since last week. Okay, if you were here last week, Sarah, maybe this was the bonus.
I think it was the
So we're
bonus.
giving it away for free right now. But Sarah said that the most sexual fruit was an apple.
Not even just sexual. I want to put that out there. That's sexual and cool. Like
Okay.
there's a coolness to an apple, but it has to be a full apple.
Yeah,
Cannot
that
be
you're
sliced.
biting into. But I said no, absolutely not. Right?
Of course.
And then we looked it up, and apple is the most sexual fruit,
Exactly.
probably because of Adam and Eve.
Probably.
And then you sent a photo of Khloe Kardashian
That's right.
holding an apple.
Over her boob. Just this week.
Yeah. So who knows? Is apples going to be the fruit of 2024?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
And again, we're saying stuff, and then all of a sudden Chloe comes out with an apple photo shoot right after.
I know. Right after.
I was thinking about our manifestations like all week, and I have a couple. I'm going to write them down.
I didn't
though.
think of any.
I'm going to write them down and have you read them out next episode.
Okay.
There's going to be like a couple, and you can decide which one's worthy of your powers. But I have at least 3 back pocket, and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm disturbed by you and what you're doing. For everyone that's not watching, Aleena has some type of like Nesquik coffee smoothie protein shake in a blender
Cup.
with with a glass straw, but
I
no
forgot
ice.
I forgot the ice.
But like, you can't forget the ice in an iced coffee drink. You can't do what you did.
if the things were from the fridge, then they're cold, so it would be easy.
No.
I do want ice. Yeah, I do need that.
It's disturbing. It's
do need that.
disturbing on so many levels.
You know what I would like to manifest?
Yeah.
I would like to
think about this before you say it. Because are we using our manifest on what?
This isn't a genie situation. There's not only a couple.
I don't want to be blowing our load.
No, it's unlimited.
Okay.
I would like to manifest a cup, a nice glass cup that's like this big for my iced coffees. Like this big.
You know what you should get? One of those like beer mugs. You know, like how people drink at Oktoberfest. They're big.
No, your thing that you bring your peanut butter smoothie in, that's basically just all peanut butter. It literally just looks like peanut butter. It looks like peanut butter and water.
It's peanut butter and milk, and it's so good.
Yeah,
it's like an ice cream shake.
How much peanut butter do you need to put in there?
2 scoops.
Like scoops or spoons?
Spoons.
It's wild.
Do you think that's delicious though, or like so weird that I would do that?
I don't think so. I think it's just like just eat a spoon of peanut butter at that point.
But I want a full drink of peanut butter.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Like why would I I can't just have a spoonful of peanut butter because then it's over. Like then I'm done with my peanut butter snack. I just have 2 spoonfuls
eat it like
and then what?
How a dog does.
So I keep it on my spoon
Have you
and
seen
just
a dog
lick it
have
the entire
peanut butter? It takes like an hour for them to eat a spoon.
Well, that's not me. Like if I'm driving home from this episode, right? And I'm like, oh, I need my snack, which is my peanut butter smoothie. I can't just dip my spoon in my peanut butter that's in my, a cup holder and then just slowly lick it like a popsicle all the way home. That's insane.
No.
You look over at me and I'm driving on the 405 and you see a girl with a peanut butter spoon. That's wild.
No, I love that. Oh my gosh.
But imagine, like, you're just peanut butter jar and your peanut butter spoon. This is weird.
You have to eat it how a dog eats it, which is just one lick, and then you're trying to...
I would do that. I could one lick at a time. But it's just like, I need more than that because I wouldn't feel full from 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter.
But you're not feeling full from the smoothie
Oh,
either.
I feel so full from that huge smoothie. That's a 32-ounce smoothie. I'm like barely walking when I get out of the car.
How do you know it's 32 ounces?
Because I know that if I get a juice at that store, that's the 32-ounce juice. And then I reuse that as my protein smoothie.
What? Can you get me one?
Yeah, you want one? I got so many. I got so many extras.
That would maybe do me some good for my iced coffee, don't you think?
I will bring you one up next time.
Then I don't have to use my blender cup anymore.
Thank God. Because before we started, I was like hardcore judging from this side of the table. And you noticed me judging. You could sense it. I think
I just looked over at you and you went... when I picked this up.
That's because your cup choices for your beverage.
You make fun of me for the mug.
Well, I'm
then I get a cup that's clear.
No. That's a blender. If you had a blender out right now and had your coffee drink, mind you, with no ice, just like this weird cold liquid.
I really fudged the ice.
Yeah. I mean, at least give it I thought you were going to put ice in there, blend it up and have almost this like slushy, slushy frappuccino.
And I didn't do that.
No, you didn't.
I did not do that.
You disturbed me even more and just left it in there and we're sucking it down. I don't know.
What do you have to say, Kate, about this coffee fiasco?
Well, for audio listeners, Aleena has a large plastic container that has been taken from the top of the blender, but it is used...
A NutriBullet.
Yeah, it's a NutriBullet, so people use it for drinking straight out of, myself included. So
yeah, why can you not? Why can't you just skip the blending part? If you drink out of it for when you've blended it, why can't you just non-blend in it?
Because this isn't a smoothie. If this was a smoothie, I would have no qualms.
Did you blend this into this container, Aleena?
No, she just stirred it.
Okay, yeah.
I just used it as a vehicle for the drink to get into my mouth.
Have you done this before?
I did it last week and I was like, this is a great idea.
Okay, I was going to say, this has to be like a new invention for you. I
do it again.
I could sense it,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But listen, if it brings you joy, I'm really happy. Okay, so I had this thing that I wanted to... I can't. I have to look at this all episode. I'll just like, I'll keep spinning. I had this thing that I feel like you've called me out on a lot because, and we've talked about this, I have can have very manic energy.
Okay.
right?
Well, which is what Ollie senses.
Okay.
That's the only reason I've ever talked to you about it.
I know. No,
Because
it's
you
not.
come in the door. You used to come in the door and you'd go, whoa, whoa, about everything. You know?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's also like disturbing for me to like
back me up.
There is some level of energy that changes when Sarah walks in the door. But it's very similar to Alex when he walks in the door. So it could be just like a little bit overload for Ollie. And now that Alex isn't here today,
and we saw the change in tune.
You're right. You're right. That's true. So, okay, I am aware of this kind of boisterous, spastic, if you will, energy, which I'm working on in this year.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing on Instagram and I wanted to read it to you because I felt like it was very on point.
Okay.
And I wanted to
Oh my God, you have your
see-
phone?
Yeah, I brought my phone over here
You
for
brought
this
your phone for
reason.
this?
Yeah, it's here. It's here and it's ready. Okay.
Wait, while you do that, when we talk about Alex's energy,
Oh God.
he pet Ollie, and I love this because he's not here today. So we could say
say
should make
anything
this
we
whole
want.
episode about Alex
Oh my
because he
God.
can't jump in here.
I know.
Yeah, it's just the girls today.
Yeah. He pet Ollie so hard that he went and walked away.
What?
Yes. And he goes, "Oh, I don't think he liked that."
How? Why would you pet a dog hard? You basically just
He went like
rest
this.
your hand on
Like,
that.
give me your arm.
Okay, my whole
like,
arm?
This is Ollie's back. He was like,
If I saw someone petting my dog like that, kicked out of the
but
house.
I couldn't say anything, so that's rude.
I know. Did you
I
feel
could just say it behind his back.
Of course. Now it's gonna be to his face, but I know.
Yeah, and then Ollie went, and then he jumped away, and he goes, "Ooh, I think I pet him. He didn't like that." Like, no, it's the way that you pet him.
Don't you feel like girls would never do that?
No,
A girl would never do
never.
that.
And then he does this other thing when he walks up to Ollie and goes like this, and he's already tall, and he's like, and like,
How does
and
Alex get more
Ollie-
love from Ollie than me?
yeah, and
after
then
this
Ollie
kind of shit?
goes at him because he's trying to instigate.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, he growled at me." I'm like, "Yeah, you're making yourself an 8-foot monster for him. Of course he's gonna like not like this."
Yeah, of course he growled.
And so whenever he does that, I'm like, "How is he mean to Sarah,
I know.
but not to Alex?"
I don't know. But
I
I
don't know.
think today is the day that we're starting over and we're starting fresh.
Yeah, I want to hear what
Okay.
you read.
So this is what I read and it made me think of myself.
Okay, I love
And then
that.
I was like, I should share this with Aleena and be like, I wonder what she thinks about this. Okay. So anyways, ready? Here we go. I have to put it up here. I hate having my phone up.
I know.
Anyways, okay. Growing up, I never knew a relaxed woman. A successful woman, yes. Productive woman, plenty. Anxious and afraid and apologetic women, heaps of them. But a relaxed woman, an at-ease woman who don't dissect their days into half-hour slots of productivity, women who prioritize rest and pleasure and play, women who aren't afraid to take up space in the world, women who give themselves unconditional permission to relax, without guilt, without apology, without feeling like they need to earn it. I'm not sure I've ever met a woman like that, but I would like to become one. And I read that and I was like,
Oh my God,
I'm
gonna cry.
I know. When I was reading that again, I was like almost wanted to cry. I was like, I feel like I have to constantly like earn the right to relax, like earn the right
Yes.
to shower,
Yes.
like earn the right to almost do anything for myself.
It's so poetic that you read that on the girls' day.
I know. I mean, like, do you guys feel that way? Like, do you feel like you have to just, and that's like, it bothers me so much that I feel like I have to do so much in order to do nothing.
I know. I do feel that way in the sense I do get told a lot that I'm like very chill and like very calm, which I like. I feel like it's one step in that direction of being relaxed and not whatever. Even though you know me and you know internally I'm like jumping through hoops. But
You're
presenting that I'm
calm.
relaxed and calm, which I like. But I feel like mentally, like when I'm by myself, if I ever have a day where I'm not doing a ton of things, I will look back at the day and be like, I literally did nothing. And I'll tell Noel and he's like, no, you didn't. You did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. And it's like a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why in my head? I guess it's like, for me, I feel like unless I have like huge milestones and like huge accomplishments in a day, it comes across like I didn't do enough.
Right.
And even a day where like you have to wake up and just take care of yourself, right? Or take care of your house or take care of your child. It starts to become so ingrained in routine that it almost doesn't count as a task.
Right.
Like doing the dishes or doing laundry. It's like those are givens that you do every day. So unless you exceed that and do 10 more things that are like new and accomplishments, you did nothing today.
Yeah.
And I used to feel like that growing up. Like, it's so bad. It's so unhealthy. But you feel like, oh, I'll do these things and then I can like relax and watch Harry Potter.
Right.
Like, but why can't you just watch Harry Potter right away? Like, and I was trying to do that a bit over the break around Christmas, like watching cartoons at like 11 a.m. just because, and like not feeling like I needed to do a million things.
Right.
And honestly, it's kind of why like I stopped making like I used to write in like my notes app like to-do lists like all day every day, and then I would just add stuff to it all day and it would just be never ending. And now I'm like, if something needs to get done, I'll remember to do it. Like,
it's an important thing.
I don't need to write and create more of a list for myself. I'll go through those periods for a few days and then obviously I'll be like, I need to write a list. Yeah. So I can like feel accomplished. But it's so true. And like our mothers were that same way. And you just feel like you can't relax unless you do things.
Yeah. And I noticed that if there is a second of downtime, I'll say, what could I be doing?
Yes.
You know, like, okay, like I finished that task. What can I do now?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to spend my days getting through them, you know? And like, I shouldn't necessarily feel like, it's the earningness of that quote. Like, I shouldn't necessarily feel like I need to do something to earn a moment of reading or sitting outside or looking at my phone. Like, it's like, and I could see other people, and obviously I get all these things from, you know, watching other people, right? Like, I've seen my mom do so much. She's constantly doing. And so like, I didn't even think I necessarily had that side of me until like you guys see it here, like me coming in like fucking Tasmanian devil.
You have not come in Tasmanian
like
devil
that
in a long time.
No, I know. I've tried to be like way more aware.
You caught yourself and you were so conscious of that, I think like a while ago.
Yeah.
And like your energy when you come in, like you're like a like ray of light now.
A motherfucking
and like it's such a big difference. But like I feel like that with things, and like, you know, and because I overthink and because I can like see the future in things, like, you know, like planning ahead. Yeah. I'm like, I feel just like I'm constantly worried about things, and then I'm constantly giving myself things to do. And it's just like, I deserve to just breathe. Like, I would tell you to do that. I would tell Noelle to do that. Like, I would totally like, you know,
like gift that with other people.
Pioneer that for other people. But why would I not do it for myself?
I know.
Kate, how do you feel?
I feel the same way. I like to schedule in times to relax.
That's wild.
And
that's wild.
I think that could be a problem because I'm like you guys, where if there's a moment in like the middle of the afternoon or like even in the morning where, okay, maybe don't have something on my to-do list, I look for things.
Yep.
And then if I do sit down to like look at my phone or whatever, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I should be doing this in my 45 minutes before bed or whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing is if I have that scheduled time where I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch like the newest episode of my favorite show, if someone bothers me during that time, like there's a part of me that is just so hot. Like I can't control the like the anger that I get.
No, I completely
Because I'm like, I worked all day for this and now like it's in the middle of my show.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's like my dad calling
No, I
for
know.
whatever, just to say hi. I'm like, Dad, I can't talk right now.
I know.
Like I'm busy. But
Busy doing fucking
then I feel bad about that. And then
I know.
it's like, yeah.
I think that's like a healthy way to like
Tell yourself to stop.
scheduling. Well, if it's scheduling yourself time to relax, it acknowledges that you need time to relax. So I think it's really good that you're doing that. But then, yeah, I think it's also like half defeating the purpose because you're putting so much pressure and emphasis on a time when you should be relaxing, and that you're like thinking about how like you're relaxing.
Right. I would do that so specifically with nap times. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but like when you get such short windows of the day that you could do something, like I feel like I bring that manic energy that I used to have up here, like down, like during nap time, like, okay, I need to clean the house. I need to do laundry. I need to like do something for work. I need to check in with my friends. I need to do all of these things. And I'm like, I have no time. My mom will be like, well, what about this? I'm like, I don't have any time to do that. Like, it's like, I'm almost like snapping at people around me because I'm like, who knows when this is like going to happen again? Like, I need to use this time wisely. I need to do, and it's just like, what if I just sat outside and did absolutely nothing? And then I'd be like, well, I wasted that fucking time. I wasted that time. Yeah. And it just,
I used to do that with Noel, like when we would have designated time because he'd like be touring and on the road. And so like then when there would be like 3 hours, it was like our time. If like we were late or if anything happened, I'd be like, this is the only time. It is like, and he'd be like, this is not the only time that we can spend together. This is not the only time that we can, you know, do these things. And I think I was just doing that with a lot of things. Like when you section off time, it's like, and I think I've like, that was a few years ago. And I think since then I'm like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like it's not worth the stress that you put yourself through. Like the time that you divide for things in your life, like even UK is like, it's meant to help you relax. It's not meant to be another thing that you're then like planning and worried about. Yeah. Like it just, I was on my phone because I was trying to find this TikTok I saw the other day. It was just the audio. But it was basically like, when like a woman stays home and like takes care of the house and does laundry and does the dishes and cooks dinner, like that is work.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
It's so hard.
Yeah, it is hard. But when, you know, when you take care of a child, like that is work, right? But people don't position it that way. You know, people don't look at it that way. And even because of that, then even you as a mom, you're like, well, I'm not working, you know, like you look at it that way. But what's interesting is like, if you were to hire someone to clean your house, which is what you're doing, that is a job. Right. If you were to hire someone to make your food for you, a chef, that is a job. If you were to hire someone to handle your laundry or whatever, dry cleaning, like that is a job, right? That might be a bit of a stretch, but you know what I mean? No, yeah. If you were to take your kids to a daycare to watch your kids for you, that's a job. But when a mom does it at home with their kids, it's not a profession and it's not a job. Yeah. Does that, you know what I mean?
That totally makes sense. I was literally having this conversation to my mom. I like, tell me if I've said this to you about repeating fucking things. But I think like I've just been having, I think, I want to explain this like a good way. You know, I don't want to just flub my words, but I feel like when we were growing up, or like how it was positioned to me as a kid, and not necessarily even through my parents, but like maybe like culturally, like what I was seeing constantly was that like being a stay-at-home mom was like frivolous and it was not difficult. And it was, you know, in some ways like this dream where people just like went to brunch and like had all this time and like worked out. It sounds like I'm crying, you guys, but I'm just joking. And so like, it's a kind of had that meant, not that I thought that that's what motherhood and that's what being like a stay-at-home mom was like, but it created this narrative in my head that like, is there value here? Like, are you valued as a stay-at-home mom? Like, what is this, like, what are you bringing to the table? And sometimes that's why I felt like such a interesting struggle with like working. It's like, oh, that just gives me value, right? Like I'm actually bringing home a paycheck. So I in turn feel valued because I'm working there. So like where am I? And I obviously now see so much value in getting to spend that time, and how lucky I am that I get to be at home with her. You know, like so many people don't even have that option at all. Like they have to go back to work. Like, but it doesn't make it any easier. Like it's still the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but I almost had to re-give value to that, to myself. Like you are valued. And like, this is something that's hard. I don't know.
Isn't it so crazy that like, no matter what decisions you make in life, like as a person, you will question it. Yeah. Like we are just conditioned to like think that we're not good enough and question it. Like if you went back to work, you would be like, am I a bad mom for not being there for her? And then if you stay home, you're like, am I a bad like professional for like not being out there in the workforce? Yeah. It's like either way you lose. Like, I know. You know, but the only person that you're at battle with when you think about it is yourself. Like you're not at battle with anyone else. No one else is judging you or even thinking about it for a second. I know. Because we all have our own things that we're thinking about. I know. And our own insecurities. But either way you go, you're overthinking the decision that you've made. And yeah, you are lucky. Like so many, like you should in theory just be like, this is so cool that I don't have to worry about this and I get to spend that time. Like her being 1 year old is like gonna fly by. I need to enjoy and like, you know, savor every moment. Right. Because when she's 6, like I'm gonna miss changing her diapers. I know. Hopefully she's potty trained.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
I'm gonna miss those things. But right now you're like just so conditioned to just go and think about all the negatives and overthink that you're not actually enjoying and being present in the moments. And I think you've said like, I want to be more present. Like when I'm here, I'm just here and I'm present. I'm just thinking about that. And when I'm there, I'm just thinking about like taking care of her. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not working. Yeah. And I think we could all just be like more present in the thing that we're doing, because otherwise your life is just going to be a blur of like,
wishing you were somewhere else.
I
think I said this on the podcast, but I always like say over and over, like it helped me be here was be where your feet are. Like there's nothing I can do about home while I'm here. Yeah. So like coming in with that energy of like, I'm not allowed to be here. Like I shouldn't give myself these hours. Yeah. You know, like did I earn the opportunity to leave the house? Yeah. Like, is it okay for me to go? Like, you know, like
I know it's so effed. I like wish we could just turn a different switch on in our heads and just be happier.
I know.
Like less overthinking. I think just like be content with the decisions that you make.
I literally just slipped my head of what I was thinking about this week. Oh my God. Oh, this is it. Perspective. Like I can look back on this year with like almost rose colored glasses when it comes to like so many different stages of like motherhood. But like when you're in something, like when you're living it every day, you have no idea what it's going to feel like once you're here. Right. So like now after a year, I feel so differently about this whole year
than you did when you were in it.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, I feel that way about pregnancy too. And so it's just like, I wish I could give myself perspective while I was in it.
You know what else was perspective?
What?
The poem about moms.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because the amount of times that my mom said, like, when you're older, you'll understand. Like, it'll make sense.
Exactly.
And she would say that, and I'd be like, what is she talking about? Like, what's going to happen?
Moms, they don't know shit about shit.
You're going to tell me that, sure, but like I still want to go to Disneyland. Like, you know, I don't understand how that's supposed to help me right now in this moment. Yeah. And it's like, it's so like literally nail on the head. Like in truth, like when you're older, like you'll know, or like you'll think, oh, is it, you'll thank me later.
Yeah. You'll thank me later.
And it's like, dude, I cannot say thank you enough now to my parents.
I know.
But at the time, you'll thank me later just went over my head. I know. Completely over my head.
And the
And that's
thing
all
is,
perspective.
It is perspective. And the thing is, I don't want to get to like 40 and 50 and be like, man, I should have been more present, you know? And so like this, from here on out, motherfucker, I'm going to be so fucking present, you know?
I know.
I'm going to be, even in like the hard moments, like I'm just like, I can't let this lesson go. Like,
I know.
I can't go into another decade like thinking like, what if I was enjoyed it more, you know? Because like I can look back and be like, what if I enjoyed that year more? What if I enjoyed pregnancy more? Like, and again, like I don't think I necessarily could have in the moment, but if I ever had another kid, I could have this perspective. Like maybe it's something about firsts. I don't know. Any hooser.
I'm saying I know because go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think it's a lot of just like learning from the past and like listening to your parents. And even though we were younger when our parents might have been like teaching us these lessons or like giving us this information, it's good to look back and be like, oh, now I do see.
Yeah.
You know, and I personally feel like as I grow up more, I feel like I'm getting more like my mom in some ways. I don't know if you guys feel that way.
Oh my God. I'm just like my mom.
I used to think we were more different, but now I'm like, wow, everything we do is like we're thinking the same way, and it's kind of nice.
We could sub all three of our moms in on an episode, and no
God.
one would be able to tell the difference.
I know.
It would like
Be freaky.
It would be scary.
I know.
The amount. Well, I just look like my mom, but then on top of that,
Wait, no. I told my mom the other day, like, we actually cannot go out in public together because, like, we have the same haircut now. And, like, we're passing and forth. Like, I'm kind of, like, living in this weird alternate reality. Like, we're, like, both wearing Costco pants and, like, a shirt. You know, like, we're becoming too much like each other almost after this, like, year of living together.
yeah,
Things are kind of freaking me out.
yeah.
So I never used to think, like, I look like my mom. And now I look over, I'm like, oh, my God. Or each other.
No,
now
you
your
do.
dad's out there with you walking around. People are getting confused.
I know.
Have you been okay since?
No, I have not been okay since. And like, it's still weird. It is
weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. No, but back to what Kate was saying, I just, you end up becoming so much. And I think it's so sweet because then you like, you're apart. Your parents like live on, you know, through you.
Yeah.
And you have all these things that you do. And sometimes you don't even realize like how much you're like them until you spend a lot of time with them and you're like, oh
shit.
I do that same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I was with my mom and she's just like making some inappropriate jokes. And I was like, okay, well, I see where I get it from.
That's so cute.
It's so cute. But yeah, I think there's so much wisdom that they have too, that, you know, we even just look at how much more like wise we are now than when we were in our 20s, like how much that we give back to ourselves. I just think, I want to have perspective.
Yeah.
And I want to actually like indoctrinate it. Indoctrinate?
Yeah, I think so. That works.
Yeah. I want to actually do it.
Yeah. I want to live using my perspective.
Yes.
In my everyday life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I do. I do. That's what I want. That's what I want.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, we are going to do it.
And we're going to be relaxed while we fucking do it.
We're going to be relaxed. We're going to have perspective. We're going to be wiser.
Literally like wise owls. Like people are going to come to us for advice and be like, listen, sit down. Oh, it's going to take a long time, but here we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so excited for us. What a year it's going to be.
I know. What a beautiful year.
I can't wait.
Beautiful year.
No,
and
I'm taking it slow.
Also like
One day at a time.
how wise and like relaxing have we been already?
I've never been this relaxed.
I feel really relaxed.
Me too. I'm sitting back in my chair.
Yeah, I've never seen your arm there.
I don't even know what's come over me today. Like, I feel like I'm sitting in a beanbag chair. That's how relaxed I am.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
That is very accurate.
Good. Should we talk about something else? Something like cute and fun and adorable? Like a moose?
Yeah. So this is just like an Aleena-ism to its fullest, okay? So I was writing a message to Kate and I had said something and it was a typo. It was a typo situation, right? I think choose became moose. And then I autocorrected to choose because I wasn't writing moose. I wouldn't be like, what reason would I be writing moose, right? And it's not chocolate mousse, M-O-U-S-E.
It was moose as in the animal.
Which is moose?
Yeah, moose is plural.
Is also mouse?
No, that's meese. No, just kidding. That's mice.
No, I think moose is S-S-E and mouse is S-E.
Oh, you're talking about spelling. I have no idea. You know I can't spell things.
I know. But okay.
Moose.
Now I'm
mouse.
just going on a tangent. But choose, please.
According to the dictionary, the only correct...
You mean Merriam.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. According to Merriam, the only correct plural of moose is moose.
Yeah.
Sometimes people add an S to moose, but that is incorrect.
Mooses. Well, what about mouse?
That's mice. You don't say
I believe
mouses.
it's mice.
No, there is a mouse.
It's mice.
Stuart Little was a mouse.
But more than one computer mouse may be called mouses. So that's not mice.
But mouse is a word.
Yeah, mouse is-
M-O-U-S-E.
Yeah.
And is that different from chocolate mousse?
How? Wait, we're just like saying words right now, and I'm not understanding the sentences behind them.
So if you have
Do you know what I mean? Like you're saying words, but I don't understand the meaning behind the sentence. Like,
Okay,
what are we
so-
trying to dissect here?
So, well, what we're trying to talk about has nothing to do with what I'm bringing up right now.
Okay.
But actually, it kind of does in a way. If you look at the word choose and you look at the word moose,
okay, I'm looking.
they sound so different on the back end, but they are identical.
Choose.
It's another...
Moose. Choose.
Choose is like
Moose.
C-H-E-A-W-S.
Ooze.
I'm choosing.
Moose.
Right? And moose is moose, like you're loose. How are two words, choose, loose, and moose, also similar in spelling? O-O-S-E is what I'm referring to.
Take off the ch.
But they sound so different when they're said. It's like the English language. It's just wild.
Wait. Take off the ch and the
Okay.
Just say oos.
Okay, oos. Now say cha-oos.
No.
You wouldn't say cha-oos.
You say oos. Choose.
No one says choose.
Choose.
No one says choose.
No.
It's choose.
No, but
so
choose.
Choose is C-H-E-W-S. Choose.
C-H-E?
C-H-O-O-S-E is pronounced like
choose.
like
Okay,
big
oos,
choose.
Moose.
So
Oos.
interesting how the language works that way, right? O-O-S-E is just oos.
Loose.
Put it on moose makes sense. Put it on loose makes sense. Put it on choose. What is
Choose.
that? That sounds like you're saying juice.
Juice.
How about goose?
That's another moose.
Goose. So if it's an animal, it's gonna.
Yeah, I think if it's an animal, that's what we're
The
getting.
animals are put in the same box, and then obviously if you're choosing.
But why is the CH giving you an EW after the end?
Choose.
Like why aren't we saying choose?
Choose.
You know what? I'm gonna choose me a different cup next week.
You should choose. Aleena.
Do you ever just think about this?
The reason why I don't is because I don't understand how to like put letters together and to create words. So that's the issue. Like I was writing a grocery list and I knew the right letters, but I did not know their order. So like this kind of thing wouldn't get to me because I wouldn't get.
You guys, Sarah is becoming Gen Alpha over here.
Why? Is this something that the alphas are doing?
Yeah.
Wait, alphas
The
can't
alphas
spell?
are having like literacy problems because imagine your whole life you never have to write anything out. Your phone is auto typing it for you.
I've always been worried about this for alphas. I've always been worried about
Their
this.
reading comprehension
I know.
is not up to par.
I can fully understand as someone who can't spell, who gets
You rely on the internet
phone.
so much and the phone to help you with these things. If you didn't grow up learning it,
I know.
So you're telling me you also cannot spell anymore?
No. I've never been able to spell straight up dyslexia. I can see the letters, but I cannot put them in the right order.
But
I
you can see them because you've seen them.
Yes, because
on your
that's
phone.
that's my whole thing.
You're not opening up dictionaries.
I used to. You should have seen my dictionaries back in the day.
Okay, when you needed to know a word, right?
Oh my God.
What did your parents tell you?
Look it up in the dictionary.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
My mom said that
Yeah.
as well.
And so are you
got
going
out
to
my
have a
big-ass
dictionary,
dictionary.
so that you can say that to Wei?
For sure.
Have you bought one yet?
No, but someone gave her a cute little encyclopedia and I've been using it so I can learn. Because there is a lot on dinosaurs,
know.
on space. I was like, I'm going to read this
So
before
what is the
bed.
difference between an encyclopedia and a dictionary?
That's a great question. I have no idea. Encyclopedia seems really fun.
Encyclopedia seems like a book of knowledge, and a dictionary is like a book of words.
But when I think encyclopedia, I think Friends, the Friends episode, where you can only buy encyclopedias for the letter.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like,
What letter did she get?
well, I think it was Joey, and I think he decided he didn't know. I think he was going Z maybe because he didn't know a lot of Z's. Maybe it was X's.
That sounds right. But what letter did Wei get?
It was a kid's encyclopedia, so it just seems to be like basically an overview of everything.
Okay.
So it's something that could really enhance my life, as I would need a lot of overviews.
What letter would you want
If I got
to
to
get?
pick, I'm thinking like something in the beginning of the alphabet. Like I would go more like EFGs.
Oh.
Like I wouldn't go past M. M would be as far as I would go.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would. So anywhere between F, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. I would not do a Q.
I would be a
Q would be a waste of my fucking time.
LMN.
Everyone knows it.
any of those letters. I think L, because then I can learn about ligaments.
God, that would be something I would love to know more about.
And I think that there are more words starting with the word L and M, so I'd be more knowledgeable.
That's true. That feels like a popular letter.
Can you look up what letter has the most words associated with it? I'm pretty sure it's L or M.
But like, how would
If you had to guess.
Oh, if I had to guess for sure.
Well, no, give different.
Well, I would do a
guess.
vowel if I'm doing it. So it'd be A, E, I, O, U. I know what my vowels are. Everyone, it would be A.
No, but they're in the words, but starting with.
starting.
Yeah, starting with.
This is interesting. Aleena, what do you think?
I think it's like L or M.
Well, you can't make two guesses. Pick one.
Okay, L.
And what did you say?
She said a vowel. But
T.
Surprisingly, it's an S. Has the most letters
close.
beginning with an S. In English word.
did you really just? I was close it again.
Yes, I did. Because I was
What
like
was your letter?
T. S-T, baby. I was right. I was in the
You
ballpark.
said T.
Yeah.
It's followed, so it's S followed by P, C, and A.
A was in there, so I guessed kind of A.
And where's L?
L has, it looks like 4% of the words.
Oh my God.
4%.
You don't learn anything.
Nothing.
I
I
know.
would know nothing.
Nothing would be learned from L Encyclopedia. And what's the difference between an encyclopedia and a dictionary?
Dictionaries alphabetize words and show their definitions, pronunciations, parts of speech, and uses, and sometimes their etymologies. Encyclopedias also alphabetize the contents, but these reference books focus more on sharing information about specific topics.
So
or
it's Google.
concepts.
So you won't just learn
Yeah.
what dinosaur means. You'll learn how the dinosaurs came about, when they were alive. What is etymology?
Etymology?
That's like comes from the Greek word cheese.
Stop.
I swear I'm right. I mean, I didn't use that sentence correctly, but I feel like in a spelling bee, you say what's the origin? And they say Greek.
I had feta cheese this morning.
I know, I saw. Your breakfast was so
I know.
well balanced.
Oh, you think?
I thought, yeah.
Nice.
It looked good.
The etymology, the history of a word or phrase shown by tracing its development and relationships.
We would do well in a class of that sort. So it tells you where it's from.
And how it's changed over time.
You think there's a class on that?
I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like linguistics.
What's that language? Okay.
When she said linguistics, did you think of linguini?
Of course. What's that word I'm looking for? Latin.
That was not like a word. Like
No.
Like that. It was 2 syllables.
But
like,
what I mean by that is
do you know what a syllable is?
yeah, it's Latin syllable. You get what I'm saying.
You didn't explain that very
I
well.
didn't
Okay,
explain
I'm
it.
way. Mom,
Yeah.
what's a syllable?
It's how you sound things out, So let's sound out the word way. And then
No,
we'll
that's
figure-
phonetic.
Oh, fuck.
How you sound out a
What's
word?
a syllable?
Syllable is like how many
Isn't it
of them.
tomorrow? Isn't that a syllable?
Yeah. So it's like a syllable is like how you pronounce the word.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, it is. But
So-
like I think there's a better way to say it. I think a syllable is the amount of
Sounds.
sounds in a word. Because you'll always refer to syllables as like how many of them are there.
Yeah, and I can
So
count
it's like the amount
syllable.
of
But like, why would anyone
sounds
care
in a word.
about a syllable? Like, why does that even exist?
Yeah, when people will be like, give me a 3-syllable word. Like,
You're
why?
like, why?
Why?
Why does it matter how many syllables I use to get there? It's fine.
Well, everyone's using the same amount of syllables.
I know, because the syllables already exist.
Try to find a 1-syllable word right now.
Cat.
A.
Oh my God, that was just a letter.
Yeah, we can't go letters.
Well,
Is
I have a moose. No, moose is 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
Moose. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Are you
moose
Oh
is
my
one.
God.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm shocked. Was that our time to go?
Yeah.
I'm literally sick to my stomach. I
There we go.
feel like we barely skimmed the surface on syllables.
I know. We were just getting
Yeah.
into the meat of syllable. We didn't even get to
I know.
conductors or vests.
I know. Listen, I was worried when we sat down
Okay.
because usually we have 15 to 20
Yeah.
tabs
Yeah.
open. We have no tabs open.
No tabs.
And we really stayed on topic.
I know. So what you will find in the bonus will be such a mystery,
I know.
which you can find at patreon.com/AWSF pod, where we do an extra 30 minutes. And we can't wait to see you there. Bye. This week on the bonus, you've never told me this. You've never mentioned this.
Did I not?
No.
Yeah, I was like,
you
we did-
manifested your own destiny.